Welcome to another one of my video diaries. Today we're going to talk about media, especially newspapers, and what it takes to get your story out there. It's really important for victims, especially people that are fighting for justice, and you've got something to complain about. You've got to get it out there. The most important thing that you need to get your story out there is evidence, because I'm going to take you through the journey of what it actually takes to go from meeting a journalist, having a discussion about your story, presenting your evidence, and what the process it takes for you to get your story published. Here is one of my articles. We've managed to go onto the front page of the Telegraph, on a Sunday Telegraph, on the business money section. And there's the CEO of Antonio Horta Osorio of Lloyds Bank. And so I want to talk about some of the newspaper articles that we've had published, or actually the journey between me meeting a journalist. So first of all, a journalist would approach me, or I would approach them because they've heard about my story, or there's been something in Parliament, or there's something in Twitter. So a lot of the journalists scour the Parliament, Twitter, etc., complaints, all sorts of things, to see where the stories are. There's this thing that people think that scandalous news is all made up, but really factual news, or this kind of stuff, you've got to be able to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. So the whole journey starts with me meeting a journalist. We'll end up meeting at their offices, and you can imagine a huge room with loads of journalists, loads of computers. All the stories are coming flying in, flying out, and the lead time for some of these stories is overnight, because every day there's a new newspaper, every day there's news coming in. So you meet the journalist, you sit down, you tell them about your story, and they then probe you in, well, where's the catch, where's the story, where's the punchline, where is the misdemeanor, where's the break, where's the evidence. So many times you start with the story. Once you build your story, then there's something called the right of reply. So the journalist likes the story and he thinks that this is really good. They'll go to the editor will say, yeah, we want to run with this, but they have to give the other side the right to reply. So in my case, they would go to Lloyds Bank and say, oh, Mr. Shabir says this, and you can evidence this. Lloyds would then come back with their hotshot lawyers, expensive PR teams. They use the best in the country, and they will tell anything. They can sell anything, they can do anything, nothing is off limits. So I've actually been in rooms where I'm briefing a journalist, or I'm speaking to a group of MPs, and Lloyds' PR team are on the phone trying to stop the story, stop the debate, stop the parliamentary debate going ahead. So there's a lot that you've got to come up with, but the proof of the pudding is if you get into print. Once you get into print, you know that your story is bona fide. It stacks up because it's had to go through the legal team of the newspaper itself, because of course they don't want to be sued by a bank, and the reputational damage to a bank could be colossal. So my advice to all the victims is, if you want to get your story out there, approach the papers, approach the journalists, send them a tweet, see who approaches you back, because our story, especially Lloyds Bristol, is starting to get a huge amount of momentum. So believe in yourself, believe in your stories. There's a lot of journalists who have got a lot of interest in this sector and marketplace, but you're going to have to be able to justify everything you say. So stick to the facts, make sure you can evidence them, and hopefully we've been in loads and loads of newspapers, thank God. So I'm really grateful to those. This is some of the bits, but I'm going to post some links to some of the newspapers that I've already been in, so you can have a scour through those, and hopefully there's a lot more to come. So see you on my next videos. Thank you very much for all the likes, shares and comments, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.